Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Soul Speak. I am your host, Emily Miller, intuitive guide and healer. Okay, so this week we are going to continue again on the topic of our creator field, and this time we are going to have a little reframing of a probably I don't even know how long this rule has been around, but since the Bible, basically. So thousands and thousands of years. I don't even know how long that's been. So there is a rule called the Golden Rule. And it is something that people live their lives by. It is a simple statement that people take to heart and live by it on a daily basis for their entire life. This golden rule states that we should do unto others as we wish for them, would have for them to do unto us. So treat others the way that you want to be treated. That's the rule. Very simple. Treat other people the way that you would want to be treated. So I have some beef with this rule. I think it's probably one of the worst rules I've ever heard. And even whenever I was little and I would go to church and we would be doing coloring sheets in Bible school, and that would be the saying on the coloring sheet with little lambs and rainbows. And I'm like, this doesn't make sense to me. Why would I treat other people the way I want to be treated? Shouldn't they just be treating me the way I want to be treated? How does that happen? Why do I have to treat everybody else good but not me? That doesn't make sense. Why would I do that? And then just hope and pray that they're going to treat me that same way back? That doesn't seem like a good rule to live by. And it seems like one that somebody made that was kind of dumb. I don't know who made that, but it wasn't a good rule. So the rule that we should be living by, the one that is actual source truth, the one that makes a lot of sense once we get into this podcast, is that you should treat yourself the way that you want to be treated. Simple as that. And I'm going to go into all the reasons why this works. And if you've been listening to the last few podcasts, it's going to make a lot of sense. So, and even if if you haven't listened to them, we'll go into all the details here. So, with the way that the creator field works, as a reminder or some new information for those who are listening for the very first time, our creator field is made up of our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that we hold to be true about ourselves, things that we know to be true about who we are. So, however we are thinking, feeling, and believing about ourselves is the way that other people will treat us, because that is the energy that we are sending out. Our creator field, our electromagnetic field, is what we are sending out to the universe, to the world, to other people, places, situations, circumstances, things, our bodies. It even dictates the actions that we take. So that is all built into our creator field. So anytime that we are thinking, feeling, and believing in a way about ourselves that is not source truth, where we are seeing ourselves in an imperfect state, we think that something is wrong with us, then we are putting that in our creator field and we are sending it out to the world, telling the world to treat us as imperfect. So whatever that thought is that we have about ourselves, let's say that the thought that you have about yourself is, I'm not worthy of unconditional love. Okay, so then what people will do is they will treat us conditionally. So if you don't act this way, then I can't love you. But if we unconditionally love ourselves, and that's the thought, feeling, belief that we hold about ourselves, that's what goes out into our creator field, and the world has to unconditionally love us in return. So now that you know that information, think about what it puts into your creator field when you are only worrying, thinking, trying to live by this rule of treat others the way you want to be treated. Who are you then saying is the most important person? Everybody else. You are saying that your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your friends, that neighbor that lives across the street, that they are more important than you, because what you are thinking about is how you should be treating them so that they can then in turn treat you a certain way. But energetically, the way that our universe is set up, what it doesn't give you anything that you're going to receive in return, except for putting you on the back burner, putting you on the back shelf, because you are concerned with everybody else before taking care of you. So a creator field of someone who has been thinking their entire life that if I treat all these people really good, then I'm going to be treated really good in return. And I can guarantee you 9 times out of 10, that person didn't receive that same exact treatment in return, because the universe does not work that way. That is some sort of really bad misinformation that has been spread around for century after century after century, that is removing you from your power to be able to understand that you can create the world around you by the way that you think and feel and believe about yourself. So I didn't know this for a very long time as fact, because like I said at the beginning of the episode, I was like, yeah, I know that this rule, there's something wrong with it. It doesn't resonate with me. It just doesn't make sense. Like, I don't understand why, like, I was always taught, like in church, in Bible study or whatever, you would go in and they would kind of teach you how to pray. And whenever they were teaching you how to pray, they would always say like, oh yes, you can pray for your parents, you can pray for your grandparents, you can pray for your friends and your neighbors, but you can't pray for yourself. It's very selfish to ask for things for yourself. That's just not the godly way. Like, we don't do that. We can't ask for things for ourselves because that's selfish. And God is not a selfish person, so we can't ask for things for ourselves. So I would always be like, again, like, that doesn't make sense. Why can't I feel good? Why can't I ask for things that I want? I don't get it. And so it would always just like throw me for a loop, because I'd be sitting there like, I mean, yeah, I want everybody else to feel good around me, but like, I also want to feel good. I want to ask for things that are going to help me. And so it would always be like, oh, well, if everybody else around you is getting the things that they want, and because I would question it like out loud to the teachers or whatever, and they would be like, oh, well, if everybody around you is getting all the things that they want, then you will too. Like, you'll just get it because you're asking for good things for them. And so then God will reward you for asking for those good things for them, and then he'll give you the good things for you. Again, like, that didn't work. So I was always like questioning these teachings that I was being taught, from an early age. And then whenever I started learning about the creator field and seeing how important it is to put yourself first and give yourself all the things that you need, it actually is the very opposite of being selfish. Because if you were truly being a selfish person, and only asking for things for yourself, like if it were things that were maybe like superficial, let's say you're asking for G-Wagons and $1 million and blah, da, 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 da. Like, okay, I get where that's coming from. But if you just want to be able to like feel good from the inside, that is a super unselfish thing to ask for. Because here's what's happening with that. If you are putting yourself first, by asking for the things that you need and treating yourself in the very best way, then you are going to be feeling your very best. And when you are having all the things that you need to make you full physically, mentally, spiritually, in all of these different areas, you feel really good and satisfied because you took some time to take care of you first, then what that does is you are completely filled up. You have a full tank of gas. Your car, your vessel that you are living in is ready to go. You have taken care of you, and then what you're able to do once you've taken care of you is give your very, very best to everyone else around you. If you haven't taken the time to give you all the things that you need, then you are going to be running half empty, half full, half ready to go. And if you are only feeling halfway to your full potentials, that's what you're going to be delivering to all the people around you. And I know if you are listening to this podcast that you are a person who is here to change the world. Nobody wants a person who is halfway full, giving their half effort to the world to be a life changer, because then the world is only going to get half of you. They're going to get half of your potentials when what it needs is the full you, all of you that's filled up, charged up, ready to go. I've given this analogy before, but like if you are running on empty, if your car is running on low and your friend needs you to take them somewhere, they need to ride to the airport, you can't give them a ride if your car isn't full. And let's say you start to take off to go take them to the airport with this car that doesn't have any gas in it, and you realize, you get in the car, you're like, oh crap, I didn't take care of this thing that I need to give them what they need. So then let's say you get in the car, you have to stop for gas. There was an unexpected accident because you had to take this exit to go to the gas station, and now you've got a full car, but now you can't get to the friend because you're sitting in traffic because you had to take this detour to go get the gas, and now your friend can't get to the airport. And now who knows what the butterfly effect of that will be if you can't get them to where they need to be on time. So if I were showing up here at this podcast talking to you guys and I hadn't taken care of myself mentally and physically and spiritually and all the different areas of life, then I would just be giving you guys half an effort. And I wouldn't be able to give you all the information that you needed to come from me if I didn't have the energy to show up here and give you all of me. So it is such a disservice to the world on this grand scale if you're showing up not filling yourself up first, not giving you all the things that you need, because then people aren't getting all the things that they need from you. So not only does that rule of the golden rule need to just be thrown in the garbage, it sets you up for like a lifetime of failure. It sets you up putting other people before you, and it sets you up thinking that you can't ask for things for you. It sets you up thinking like that it's a bad thing to want good things for you, and that you should only ask for these things for other people, or you should only treat people in this certain way. And in reality, what it's doing is putting you in second place And what that in turn does for everyone around you is they are going to then treat you like you are second place. They aren't going to put you first and foremost. One of the very first ways that I ever saw this law of like putting yourself first and treating yourself the way that you want to be treated is by I was at the grocery store. This was actually really funny. Or no, I think I was at TJ Maxx. I don't know. Anywhere. I was somewhere out and about shopping. And I had a cart. And I was pushing the cart. And I was going down the big aisle. And somebody was coming down the side aisle. And she sees me. And she pulls her cart back. And she was like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to go right in front of you. Let me get out of your way. She was like freaking out because she was in my way. And she wasn't even in my way. I was just walking down the aisle and she just kind of popped out. And I just looked at her. I was like, oh, hi. And then she started doing all this. And I was like, it's okay. Like, it's totally fine. I was just going down the path. You want to go ahead? And she's like, no. You go ahead. You go ahead. And I was like, okay. This is really weird. And then I was like, oh my God, this is what happens when you start putting yourself first and treating yourself the way you want to be treated. Other people recognize that in your energy. They see it in your energy and they back up and they get out of your way and they go out of their way to let you have the things that you need. It was wild. I was like, what is happening? And then I just started noticing it happens everywhere. Even like taking a parking spot, people will like back out of the way and like let you go in and have the parking spot. So if it works on a level that is so basic as walking down an aisle in a shop and while you're shopping, or driving your car and going and getting like the perfect parking spot, imagine what it does whenever it comes to you getting on a grander scale things that you want in life. So think about, let's think about it with jobs, or like being picked for auditions or teams, or if you're trying out for something. And you put yourself first. You put yourself on the front shelf and you make sure that you are all filled up and you are taking care of you and you're giving you all the things that you need. And you have decided that you're treating yourself the way that you want other people to treat you. And you have started doing these things. And then you go to this audition, you go to this tryout, you go to this job interview. What is then in your creator field? If you can see how, if you're just shopping or going for a parking spot and people treat you that way and automatically want to give you the things that you want, and you want this job, you want this part, you want this position, you want whatever this is, and you're going in, and that person that's sitting there that you are chatting with, talking to, performing for, giving your whatever, your spiel to them, the energy that you're putting out for them to read from you is, I'm the best. I put myself first. I do all of these things. So then what they're going to do is pick up on that energy that you're putting in your creator field, that electromagnetic field you're sending out. Then they hop into that because, yours is going to be really strong. Because remember, people will pick up on the person who's most rooted emotionally in a space. And so you're coming in with this strong, rooted knowing that I'm putting myself first and I'm taking care of me and I'm giving myself all the things that I need. They are going to pick that up too. And they're going to say, oh, she wants this job. She wants this thing. She is very important. She is the most important. She is the best. And then they're picking up on that. And you're going to be able to get those jobs. You're going to be able to get those auditions. You'll nail them. People will see like, oh, this person knows that they're the best. They have to be the best. And then they choose you because you chose you. You decided I'm the most important. And then think about it even on like with money. Money is very, very energetic and it can read fields. And so money is a physical manifestation. However your money situation is right now, it is showing you how you are being to you. It is showing you what's in your creator field by how the money shows up for you. It's just like our bodies do that too. So we'll go into a body thing in just a second. But let's say that with money, and you are putting you first, and you know that you are the most important person, and you feel this way about you, money will also pick up on that. Money is also going to say, oh yeah, she's the most important. She feels good about herself. And so I know that I can give me to you. The money, give me to you. The money can come to me because the money knows that I know what's most important and how to take care of it, because I show that I know how to take care of me. And so then money sees that and they're like, oh yeah, Emily's going to take care of me because she takes care of herself. And then the money will come to me or to you. So this is just kind of another area of life that it flows into. So not just like jobs. Then think about how it is in relationships. Think about if you are in like a romantic relationship and you put you first and you know that you're the most important, then how is your partner going to treat you? How's your boyfriend or girlfriend going to show up? They are going to show up and they are going to put you first. They are going to put your needs even before their own, because you are most rooted to this. And so then your partner is going to show up and they'll be like, what can I do for you? What do you need? This happened the other day with actually this was a long time ago. One of those first moments of like seeing this come into fruition after really like solidifying it into my creator field. He was going to, I don't know, to the store or something. And he comes in, he's like, hey, I'm going to go here, which half the time he just kind of like leaves and goes and does whatever he's going to do. He used to. And I'd be like, where does he go? This time, after I'd started putting this into my creator field, like super strong and very intentionally, he came in and he was like, I'm going to go to here. Do you need anything? And I was like, huh? Yeah. Do you want me to pick up something for you? Like, do you need anything for dinner? Do you need anything for the house? And I was like, nope, I'm good. And he's like, okay, I'll be back. And I was like, okay. And I was like, okay, this is another sign. This is starting to work. And so that was just like one of the first ways that I started to notice it happening. And they will start to ask you, what do you need? What can I do for you? How can I help you? It will show up in lots of different ways from them, from things like that to like gift giving type of situations. They will start to like just pop up with like little goodies out of nowhere for you that they might not have done before. And think about this too, like even if you're single, putting this into your creator field now, so that whenever the partner does come into your life and you have that boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, and you've put this fully and completely into your creator field and you don't have to like think about it, and then that person comes in and they just automatically treat you the way that you wanted to be treated because you've been doing it for you. Like, it's really amazing how this shows up in all areas of your life once you start doing it. Even your body will start to change in the way that it looks and feels, because when you start putting yourself first and you start making sure that you are full in even the physical sense by checking in and seeing, if it sounds so simple, but a lot of times we don't even think about this and we put it off. But like eating, we might be like, oh, I have to go do this for this person and that for another person before I can sit down and enjoy my breakfast. I was super guilty of that as a mom, like making sure that everybody else was taken care of before I took care of me. And I was a grump, like super, super grumpy. So think about that too. Like, your family and the people around you are going to benefit from this so much because they are getting you at your peak. They are getting you so that you are full, you've eaten. Sometimes I would even like wait to go pee. Like, this is ridiculous. But like, I would be like, oh, I have to empty the dishwasher and I have to do this and I have to do that. And then I can go take a potty break. Like, what? That's so dumb. But like, those were the things that I was doing and not even realizing it because I was so concerned about getting all of these things done for other people. And it was making me like physically uncomfortable. I was hungry. I had to go to the bathroom. I had to, do all these different things. I wasn't working out. I wasn't taking the time to, pick out a cute outfit. Those sorts of things that just make you feel really good. And while it might seem like a little bit superficial, like, not like a super deep spiritual thing, but just taking care of your body on a basic human level is something that we a lot of times forget because we are so just hyper focused on making sure we get all these other tasks done before we take care of us. So I want for you guys to really think about this one this week. How is there a way that you can start to starting, oh my gosh, you could start to make sure that you are taking care of you before you go and take care of other people? How can you treat you in the way that you want to be treated? So then, first, you are filled up and you feel good. And then you can go out and be at your very best for all the other people around you. And then you'll be able to see how that is put out in your creator field and then see how other people start to treat you. So think about that this week. What is something that you could do right whenever you wake up in the morning before you have to go take care of something else? Even if it's like feeding your dog. Normally you wake up in the morning and before you make your cup of coffee, you feed the dog. Tomorrow, when you wake up, make your cup of coffee first. Have your first sip, feel good, get your energy, and then go feed the dog. The dog can wait. He won't starve to death. I'm sure he had a really good dinner last night. So think about those kinds of things. What is just a little something that you can do in your life to take care of you before you go out and take care of other people and start to see the shifts in the people around you and the way that they start treating you because of how you have started treating you. So let me know how that goes. Leave some comments in the comments section. I would love to see how these things are working out for you. I am also starting my webinars. There will be the first webinar this Friday. So if you would like your invitation with the link to the webinar, sign up for the newsletter, and I'll be sending that out this week. So go ahead and do that. And if you have any questions that you want to like email in or leave in the comment section, you can do that too. This week is going to be about, I think we're going to do an intuition, like a 101, to where you guys can see how to start using your own intuition in the very most simple, basic way. I think that'll be a fun one to try this week. So sign up for the newsletter. I will send out the invitation this week. You guys can join in. If you happen to miss it, it will be recorded and I'm going to put it in a little archive on the website so you guys will have access to that. later on. But live, if you join live, there will be an opportunity to ask questions where you can ask me about your creator field and what's going on within it that might be creating some obstacles in your life. So there will definitely be time for Q&As in the webinar. So sign up. It will be so much fun. And there's also still the link for free mini reads if you are wanting a little insight into any issue that you are facing at this time. And I will see you guys next week. Have a gorgeous, gorgeous week.